Okay. So I used to go to karaoke in the town I live in here that I've lived in for 2 months. I used to go to karaoke back in Montana too, but it was kind of the same sort of thing. People would just get like mad at me for no reason, and I could feel their vibes. Well, the guy who would DJ the karaoke back in Missoula, one of them. One time I got on stage and I sang "A Woman's Worth" by Alicia Keys, and I did a really good job, as I usually do. And there were like two men on the side of the stage, like one of them yells, "A man's worth." Okay. This just kind of tells me you don't know how to treat a woman with respect and value her. That you feel the need to belittle me as I walk off stage for being a woman and expressing my needs, wants, and values. Okay, so another time after I stopped dating like the person who was being abusive towards me, who was somewhat friends with this DJ. They didn't really like each other, but for some reason he kind of sided with my partner over me in the whole debacle. We would go to karaoke a lot, so we were pretty known over there. But anyways, so I'm with another man months after the relationship has ended, and yeah, I'm on stage singing "That Kind of Girl" by Patti Loveless. And so the DJ yells at me, "Are you that kind of girl? What is up with men? Like, are they that threatened by women that they have to belittle them all the time? What exactly is scaring you about women? Is it how powerful we are? How beautiful we are? How valuable we are? How we now know you're full of shit and don't have to take it anymore and won't? Little Men. That should be a movie about all the immature, stupid men who think belittling women is going to get them somewhere. Well, another one at the current karaoke I used to go to before I started having to heal myself because I was getting sick. And it just wasn't really adding value to my life. It kind of drained my energy because the woman who I had like invited myself to sit at a table with, I was like, "Can I sit here with you guys?" You know, she kind of never really treats me like a friend and kind of never really addresses anything I say to her and looks at her phone and stuff. So I'm like, this is worthless. Okay. One time I went in there and sat like in a chair, not at her table, and she invites me over. Okay. So then like another time, like I come up and she's like, "Oh, you can't sit there. My friends are sitting there," which says I am not her friend. Although I've known her for like a month at this point. Like, okay, this is getting fucking ridiculous. The subtle ways in which people try to exclude me, I'm pretty like, it's getting obvious, guys. I kind of know what the little fucking tricks are. And like, I don't have to be a part of it. I don't need to sing on that fucking stage where people, for the most part, are not listening anyway. And be glared at while I'm on the dance floor. When it was really hard for me to get up in the first place. And after I danced, I felt like I was gonna fucking fall over for literally 2 hours because of whatever's off balance in my body. I know it has to do with my back, but whatever. I'm just not taking this shit anymore. I've been like abused my whole life by people. I'm just starting to understand that that's what was happening. There was never anything wrong that I was doing. Not to say I've never done anything wrong. I just mean like the rude, unkind, and considerate reactions and the lack of care people have had towards me. When like all I've basically ever had is care for other people. I would say that's not on me, but it's not my fault. It was just a journey and I was just learning, you know? Do not accept this shit. So anyways, the DJ at this particular karaoke likes to point out how I'm seeing like songs that are originally by men. He's like, it's like, and you're a girl. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm a girl with a deep voice, and I can sing really well in ranges you probably can't. So that's fun. Anyways, so at one point when I think I'm on better terms with this asshole, I kind of like ask him if he remembers my name from the other night because he said my name like 5 times. Okay. So then, like 2 to 5 minutes after, I like have this friendly banter with him about whether he remembered my name. He proceeds to say over the loudspeaker, "Don't expect me to remember your name, you guys," and kind of like scolding me, like in 3 or 4 sentences about how he can't remember names. I guess like strong women offend you. It wasn't like, where in your little brain is it hurt? Has it hurt you that I asked you if you remembered my name? And thought you might have because you said it like 5 times the night before. Is that wrong or weird to expect? I don't think so. And if it offended him, why didn't he just say it in the fucking moment? Instead, he's like calling me out like I heard his little dick feelings because I asked if he remembered my name. So I'm kind of thinking at this point it doesn't matter if I'm like kind to people or not, or speak up or not, because they're not going to like me anyway. You know? And I have been pretty much completely kind to these people. Like, of course I had. My nose always itches. Deal with it. Not really sure why. Okay. Anyways. So I'm sick of being like looked over and shit upon. And it's like, even if I never get what I want, which I will, I'm just gonna stand up for myself. There's been some other stuff that happened, like as I'm like learning how to get men to stop hitting on me when they're making me uncomfortable. Well, people started to look at me like, why didn't you tell that guy to back off? Which in turn I had to like reflect on, why didn't I? Because I felt like the man was in power or something, or could like withhold something from me if I didn't let him continue to make me feel violated as a woman. There was an open mic I went to a month or 2 ago, again when I was feeling better physically. Well, I'm feeling pretty good right now, but it's on the up and up. Anyway, I still don't have the energy to really go out and see people or interact in that sort of way. I don't really know how I'm going to go out and interact with people again in any sort of normal way. I don't understand how it's going to play out. Because I just feel like my energy is always like sucked out of me. And I'm kind of trying to understand how to create like energetic barriers so people can't like suck me dry. I always know what's going on in the room energetically, and sometimes I think I let my energy go towards what's like threatening or scaring me the most. Instead of like understanding like I'm all powerful and I can deal with it, I'm always like aware of the most dangerous person in the room. But yeah. These people make me feel like shit. I'm trying to, basically I just don't want to be around anyone like that, but I don't know if it can work out that way for me. So I'm just trying to understand like how I can adjust it so I can like deal with the situation. Because I like being around people, I kind of find it interesting. You know, like a detective novel. Anyways. Anyway, so the guy hosting the open mic was like, obviously hitting on me, and he was like standing like literally like 6 inches from me. I don't know, for 2 minutes, and I tried to get him to back off by like, look at that, out in distance, like, cause it was kind of like an outdoor bar. We're like, what's that stage for? Trying to like distract him from me, but that wasn't really working. So I mean, I was trying, but because literally I thought, okay, he's not gonna let me like play at the open mic unless I let him like do this shit to me where I'm feeling uncomfortable. And I guess what's really important in that situation, I mean, I probably would have felt better if I like stood up for myself and left than if I'd accepted the disrespect and sang, which is what I did. You know, and that was a couple months ago. I don't think I'd do that anymore. But I'm just kind of understanding, like, even if someone's holding like a prize that you want, you don't have to let them disrespect you, because your value is not whether you get the prize or get the thing. And like, you will be compromising yourself to get that thing you wanted, so then you're just gonna feel like shit anyway. So yeah, it would have been good if I had told him to back the fuck off. That's the moral of this story.